Come paint with Paulina around the world!
In the heart of a desert, where the sun kisses the horizon, lies a world where resilience blooms. Cacti stand as sentinels of survival, their arms reaching skyward in silent song. I brought these inspirations from Botanical Garden of Naples so we can learn together how to draw cacti with pastel strokes today. Today we are going to need just a regular graphite pencil, 12 color set of oil pastels and artist tape. We're going to start by making a very light line pencil sketch of different sizes and shapes of cacti. You're very welcome to pause my video and follow me, or create your own shapes looking at the image photograph or just making them from your own mind. Very important moment here is the composition. Don't make the cactus too small or too large. Make sure that all the group of cacti will fit into your paper. And please, let's just enjoy the process. Don't try to make a perfect picture or exact copy of my drawing. Your art is yours and only yours, and let's make it very special and very fun process. Once you've finished drawing every single cacti, you're going to add some little branches and some little flowers. Don't try to make too many details with your pencil because we're going to do it with pastels. Voila! We are ready for coloring. I don't really use that word when I do art because I'm used to say painting or drawing, but I guess in this case it's okay to say coloring because it just sounds more fun. With pastels, I start working just like a watercolor with the lighter colors underneath and then darker shades on the top of them. And for this drawing, I used very light green. I added darker green on the top. And in the end, I wanted to kind of trace the outer line with the blue because I decided to make a blue background, so it's going to match perfectly. Once I finished coloring the first cactus, I'm using my pinky finger to blend in all my greens into one unified gradient color. I picked yellow, orange and red for these little flowers on each branch of my cactus. Before I move on to the next cactus, I highlighted with the same yellow one side of my first cactus and added just a tiny bit of outer line with blue. Once the cactus is all colored, I'm going to add some thorns using the edge of the white pastel. For the next cactus, I'm going to use exact the same process, changing the color from green to yellow, and then I added a green on the top of yellow, so I have a slightly different gradient green. Before you start blending with your fingers, make sure that every time you change the color, you change the finger, because you do want to get your blue onto your very light green on your next cactus. I added some random kind of vertical curvy blue lines, looking like a sides or corners of the cactus, or even like veins. It makes my cactus look more vivid and bright and more artsy. You can use your razor to clean up around your cactus. It is absolutely common that you get out of the lines while you're blending the colors. With the orange cactus, I started with yellow, added light orange and then red on the top, blended the colors, and voila, the third cactus is ready. Black or brown can be used to outline and add some details to this charming orange cactus. Once all the outer lines are ready, I go back for my orange and red to add some extra color and light to my cactus. The reason I use a white pastel for the thorns is because they make a really bright contrast towards the red or green or blue. Our last green body, and we're going to repeat the same process we did with the first cactus, starting with a very light green, adding darker and darker shades. And don't forget to highlight it with a very bright green or even yellow before we start blending. And let's create a little bit more of the contrast with the blue pastel, adding some outer lines and some details. The bright little flowers, orange, red and yellow, make the cactus look more friendly and fun, don't you think? When you are drawing these thorns with the white pastel, make sure that every corner you're using is sharp and is clean. Otherwise, it's just going to make a little mess instead of shiny thorns. Finally is the turn of the big round blue cactus. I outline it first and then I filled it with a lighter blue, added some shades and thorns and some details with a dark or even black, especially on the bottom of this round object. Remember, this is 3D shape that needs to look like it is 3D. What is the difference between oil pastels and crayons? Some people ask me. Well, with crayons you cannot do the blending. If you leave your drawing with pastel without blending with a finger or another different tool like a cotton ball or cotton sticks, it's gonna look just like any crayon drawing. Once we're done with a very good blending in this big guide, we're going to grab again the dark blue pastel and add more outer lines and details, and of course our shiny white horns. Now we're going to grab blue pastel again and start tracing every leaf of the last cactus, the one that has all the colors of our artwork. Please take a look at my hand when I'm doing those strokes with the pastels. I make very long lines from the top to the bottom of the leaf, repeating the curvy shape of the leaf itself. To create this rainbow kind of color on these leaves, I used dark and light green, yellow, followed by orange and red in the end. This last cactus blending process for me was the most challenging because all my hands were dirty, just like yours I guess right now. So I used both of my hands. In order to make my cactus really bright, I added some extra highlights with orange and yellow after I was done with blending. And to finish up, I traced it again with my dark blue. Now let's do the background. As I mentioned, I decided to make a blue sky behind my cacti. So barely touching, without any pressure, I did diagonal strokes all over behind my cacti. Since today we are learning how to blend pastel colors, I decided to make my sky uneven as well and added dark blue into my light blue so it looks more artsy. After I finished the blending, I was still not satisfied about my background. I could see my diagonal lines and I was not really happy about it. So I took my pastel from bottom to top and in the vertical direction up and down, I used the whole body of the pastel to make a new layer, and it looked better. You still can add a little bit of extra dark blue in your sky if you'd like to make your sky more dramatic. That's what I did in my drawing and I kind of like it. Let's finish our drawing by blending properly the sky, and then I would suggest you to take every single color and add some extra highlights and shadows on every piece of your artwork. I got a feeling that you created a beautiful masterpiece today. Don't forget to sign your artwork and show it to your parents. I am so proud of you.